guys, it's Mamaliz, and dropping into my office for just a minute to let you guys experience something. See, some of you guys have books in your heart that you've not done, and I'm here to encourage you today because, if you know my history, I've written books since 1995, I think was the first one, maybe earlier. I can't remember even when I Miss My Time With You came out, but I've written like 30 books or more and, translated in 25 languages and all these things. But, every single book has a purpose, and I know it makes a difference in people's lives. But there's also something about getting your book in for the first time. I ordered a little sampling of my books, and they're here, and I'm about to open them up for the first time. Now, I did get a paperback in, so it's not really the first time I've seen anything, but something I've never done in my life is to, wait a minute, sorry, it's like a kid at Christmas, I had never, ever in all my life seen, oh, they didn't send any. I thought I was going to see a hardbound for the first time, and they're not here yet. But I did get a box of the paperbacks in to start handing out to people. I have a reviewer that I was talking to yesterday. I'm going to send this out tomorrow, and I just want to read you the back of this because, books are not about selling books and making money to me. Books are about making a difference to me. And putting this book together, you guys come to LinkedIn every day and you read my posts and you say, oh, that's just what I needed to hear today. Well, over the course of the last 3 years, 2.5 years, I've written something like 700 messages, posts, little stories with principles and things behind them on LinkedIn. And I could sit down, couldn't I? And in those books, I went through and pulled out, at the beginning of the year, I was looking for, gosh, what's your new identity for this year? What are you starting off to be this year? Because, it was like a new season, and it didn't make sense that I started it at the first of the year when I first started thinking, well, this is starting the year off right. Well, no, it wasn't starting the year off right. You can't write a book and put it together on the first day of the year and have it out for the beginning of the year when you don't start it till after that. And so then the date 2/22/22 came to my mind, and I'm like, I'm going to do 222 pages and release it on 2/22/22, and that's when it's supposed to go out, having no clue what would happen on that day in history, or the next day, at least, when the whole world changed with the thing in Ukraine. So I think starting the season out right, had a date to get started, and that was the date. But I want to read you what I wrote on the back. The world needs what you have to bring to it. I began this year with a search for my new identity for the year. As I found that identity, I wanted to share some of that process with you, along with my New Year's adventures in Denmark, sick with Omicron. These lessons combine with the Mamaliz storytelling format to bring a life-changing collection in this motivational journal for a new season of your life. It'll help you break through your past that holds you back, identify your own greatness, and cause you to affect more people with that greatness. Guys, we're running out of time. Plain and simple. It doesn't matter what's going on in the world. The simple thing is that your biological clock is ticking, and one of these days it's going to be over and your time is going to be up. And you'll have all this greatness inside you that never got released. So I went through those 700 so posts, pulled out about 100 of the ones regarding this specific issue of starting your year off right, starting your day off right, starting your life out right, clearing up the past so you could free the path to go forward. And that's what this book is. And my heart went out to the people in Ukraine, because their whole life has changed, and it's a new season for them. If you can translate to Ukrainian please contact me. I want to get this book out to the moms out there sitting in refugee centers and all the people of Ukraine. And I want to send to them free. But I need some volunteers to take a little piece of this, even one story at a time, and translate it into Ukrainian so that we can put this into their hands so they can think about the last season and the new season and how do we move forward into whatever this new season looks like. And I want to say one more thing. You know, the book that I've written for the Ukrainian children is called It's Going to Be All Right. It's going to be okay. You know, when my children were hurting, I would take them in my arms and I'd hug them, and they were going through things, and we were sitting in the ER and they had a broken leg and didn't know if they'd ever dance again, or they had an event happen in their lives that seemed like it was the end of their lives. And they didn't know how they were going to go forward. I'd give them a big hug. And you know, it just, that mama heart knew that no matter what happened, it was going to be okay. And I'd say, it's going to be okay. It's the book that I have for little kids. But it's also the word I have for the world right now. I don't know what's going to happen. But somehow in my heart of hearts, I know through all these years of mine, no matter what I've faced, not dying, nearly dying, you know, and all the pain and problems and situations I've been through in life. And believe me, it's much worse than you can even imagine. But I'm here today, and I'm here to tell you that no matter what happens, it's going to be okay. I'm also going to do one more thing with this book. Any proceeds from the sale of this book in English or any other language, part of those proceeds are going to go to the refugee centers to help these new moms and the kids of the world, the children of the world. That's really my heart, to have a new beginning, a hope for the future. It's not much. I know I don't sell millions of books, and that's okay. I give what I have. And but I wanted to share this moment with you, tell you a little bit about what I'm doing in my heart, and tell you why I want to get this in your hands. And I've got another one already started called 86,400 Seconds. And you can guess what that one's about and the stories that I'm pulling out from it. These are motivational journals that you fill in your life. It's you know, it's like it's stumping people right up front. They don't know how to answer questions because they've never thought about them. It's time to think, guys, because life's just about to get different, and we need to get different with it. Y'all have a great weekend. Signing off from Tennessee, Mamaliz saying bye.